The World Cup is an opportunity to leave this city, to be part of a once-in-a-generation lifetime opportunity.
How did you get involved? Because from my understanding, your company Pinnacle is not really related to sports or things. How did you get involved in the organizing committee?
Through community.
Okay.
I'm a CEO of a company that I founded over 29 years ago. We'll celebrate our 30-year anniversary. And one of the things that has been prevalent in my 30-year entrepreneurial journey is the economic impact that we can have in our community.
Okay.
We consider a community shareholders, and so I have dedicated 30 years of my life contributing to the community. Okay. The legacy that the World Cup will leave, according to our friends at Deloitte, can be up to $2.1 billion of economic impact. Okay. And so I am really involved in appreciating the legacy that we can leave behind when it comes to people, programs, and places. And so we have the love of the game and the love of the legacy with Dan Hunt both together, and that's what makes it so special.
So when you mentioned legacy, what is something that you envision in these programs that will come after the World Cup comes through?
Well, it's early to talk details. Okay. Because we're in the midst of recruiting our host committee sponsors and creating the apparatus, including over 18 different subcommittee groups that are helping put on the World Cup. And so it's early to talk details, but I would imagine they would fall into people. And the people are the people of North Texas, not just Dallas. Even though Dallas is the host for the World Cup, I think North Texas will really be able to benefit from the economic impact. Places and programs, maybe soccer fields where none exist today, programs where none exist today. Again, early to talk details. With a 2.1 economic impact, I'm quite certain that the legacy that the World Cup will leave behind will be shining.
And then, mentioning people, we have the upcoming volunteer, fair, sign up on August 11th. How does that kind of play into what y'all are planning?
Paul, I'm so excited to talk to you about what is one of the most important aspects of the experience of the World Cup. Monica Paul, our Commissioner of Sports, has said it time and time again. Aside from security, the volunteer program is one of the most important programs in the World Cup. If you'd imagine, they are the first line of defense. Many times they're the first face that when people get off the plane they see. They're the ambassadors of the North Texas region. And so I'm super excited to talk about the volunteer program that kicks off on August 11th. The official sign-up kicks off on August 11th. Yes. And we'll go through September, but we're estimated to need about 6,000 volunteers in North Texas alone. Okay.
And so when you're looking for these 6,000 volunteers, what kind of people are you looking for?
We are looking for all kinds of people in all walks of life. Let me give you some context. FIFA alone will be looking for 65,000 volunteers across 16 host cities. Dallas hosting the most matches, 9 matches and a final, and of course hosting the IBC. Here, our needs are 6,000, and we are looking for people in all walks of life. People that love the game, people that love the legacy, people that love the community, people that want to take advantage of a once-in-a-generation lifetime opportunity to be a volunteer in the World Cup.
And so we had talked to Monica before, and she mentioned, like you also said, that some of these volunteers are the first faces you'll see at the airport, you'll see them in matches. Do you expect, because the international broadcast center is here, that there will be more need for volunteers here as opposed to other cities?
100%. Not only do we have, the IBC will bring over 2,000 reporters, social media influencers. The IBC is literally the heart of the World Cup. It'll be transmitted from Dallas, Texas. So the opportunity to volunteer in the IBC is very unique than any other 16 cities. And you're only allowed to volunteer for one city. And that is the reason why Dallas is the best city to be a volunteer in.
What can people expect? Because, we live in a world, it's like, what can you do for me? What are some of the perks that people get with being a volunteer? Sure.
So I'll talk about the requirements and then we'll shift in for the benefits. How's that?
Yeah, sounds good.
In terms of requirements, you must be 18 years of age by August 11th at the time that you apply. We can talk about the process as well. It starts with volunteer.fifa.com. You must register your interest, create a community page, and then fill out a full application. Everyone who applies and submits a full application with their ID will get an in-person interview.
Okay.
The in-person interview happens at Fair Park, November, December timeframe here in Dallas, and the selection will be made by January 2026. What do you get? Well, if you can commit to doing 8 shifts, if you can commit to working 8 shifts as a volunteer, the shifts are about 6 to 8 hours. And you're 18 years of age and you're interested in volunteering and you pass your interview and you're extended an opportunity, then you too can own the official coveted FIFA World Cup uniform. It does include the Adidas shoes, in case you were wondering, but it has a backpack, a hat, a shirt, and other small little surprises that I can't talk about now. But aside from the official uniform that is absolutely coveted, it really offers an opportunity to network with the world. There is story after story of people that took advantage of this once-in-a-generation opportunity to really volunteer, and we have story after story. Our own co-chair, Dan Hunt, was a volunteer in 1994.
You mentioned he was a ball boy.
He was,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah, and so the stories, I know Dan has had a bunch, and Monica, the president, has shared hers. When people sign up, are you expecting local people to sign up, or is it like someone could come from another city, but like they still have to come for that in-person interview, or how does that work?
That's right. So we estimate that the majority of the volunteers will come from the North Texas community. This is why we're doing such a big, ambitious push for public participation. There will be people that come from other countries, even other states. Again, when people want to volunteer, they can only pick one city. And so Dallas is very unique, hosting the most matches and hosting IBC. And so I feel like you're going to have people from all over the world applying.
So there's people that can come from other countries. They're like, I want to volunteer at the Dallas location.
They can choose.
But I guess they would have to then travel here for that in-person interview in order to get that done first, I would assume?
They would. They'd have to travel for the in-person interview. That'll happen in November, December timeframe in Fair Park, right here in Dallas, Texas. And then they'd receive an offer around January timeframe.
That was going to be my next question, is the timeline of the process. So the official sign-up, like you said, is August 11th, and then the interviews are over the next couple months. And then when will they know kind of if they've been selected and like what they're going to do?
Let me take you through the process. So volunteer program officially starts August 11th, but if you're interested, here's an invitation to go now to volunteer.fifa.com and to register your interest and create your community page. That's one step less you'll do on August 11th, because on August 11th, there's going to be virtually thousands of people on that FIFA website. You'll register, you complete your registration in full. You'll receive, again, an in-person interview November, December timeframe. By January timeframe, we'll make our selection. If you accept the selection and you meet, of course, all the requirements, the 8 shifts, then you'll go through virtual training. We'll have both in-person and virtual training a couple of months after the selection process that lead up all the way up until May. And then June, of course, comes the funnest part, the official uniform. And remember, June 11th through July 19th is the time period where we're requesting 8 shifts and minimum.
Gotcha.
Minimum.
And so just to wrap it up again, you mentioned towards the beginning just the legacy of World Cups. What does the World Cup and the World Cup legacy mean to you personally?
For me personally, it creates, the World Cup is an opportunity to leave this city, to be part of a once-in-a-generation lifetime opportunity, but also an opportunity to leave a legacy where we live and work. We'd like to leave this city, this region, this state better than they found it, better than we have it today, and I am confident that we are going to host the best World Cup this world has ever seen.
How did you get here to Dallas? Like, what's your backstory there?
It's a really interesting backstory. When I moved to Dallas, Texas in 1996, I knew one person.
Okay.
Today, I'm proud to be the official entrepreneur in residence for the city of Dallas. So I've been an entrepreneur for 30 years of my life, but really my whole life. My parents were immigrants that immigrated to Los Angeles, California, and ran small businesses. And I've been an entrepreneur, so I guess I'm a third-generation entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. And I built my business here in Dallas. This is the city and the region that I love. And I want to contribute not only with a business, but also in giving back to the community. So for me, it's an opportunity to really use my leadership skills and everything, the experience that I've had in the community for the last 30 years, to take advantage of the economic impact that the World Cup can bring.
What was the draw for you to come to Texas, and what makes this state and this region special to you?
Growing up in Los Angeles, after college, I started my career in New York. And Dallas was an incredible draw to me because it was the mixture of both. At the time, 30 years ago, Dallas was very, and continues to be, a great business city, very cosmopolitan, and a great opportunity for entrepreneurs. I've since then dedicated my life to not just running my own business, but opening doors of opportunity for future entrepreneurs, not just in Dallas, but quite frankly, all over the world. I'm a presidential appointee, former Page ambassador representing entrepreneurship all over the world. I believe very deeply that entrepreneurship can change lives and can change families, and that economic impact is real in regions, and opening up opportunities for others is exactly what we intend to do.
How does in your mind, how does the World Cup kind of tie into that idea of entrepreneurship and just economic? Because I mean, we know the big numbers, the billions of dollars that it can bring, and just to the region. But how does that kind of play in your mind?
You're right. So let's talk about the billions of dollars. So $2.1 billion of economic impact, 13,000 potential employment opportunities, 6,000 volunteers. But we don't have a number, but we know that the opportunities for small businesses, suppliers, vendors, that can be really vast. And I can tell you unequivocally, I am living proof that when you give an entrepreneur one opportunity, they can parlay that into a full business. Almost 30 years ago, I had a major corporation give me that opportunity. And today, we're a global company with a footprint in over 25 countries.